good afternoon. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grind. One of the best kept secrets on YouTube. The best of the business. Be putting it down for a minute now. Respect my existence. I'm going to talk about my life. I'm going to talk about how I'm willing to walk in God's paths. How I'm willing to walk in action. But first thing first, let me get this out the way. Come enjoy real conversation with the number one grinder. Us as the righteous ones, individually, let's make a change within ourselves and genuine being there for each other. We all we got. Remember, we all we got. Take this off. It's time, family. It's time. After the intro, it's on.
But y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna see me? I'm the Osiris of this shit.
Check this out.
Perfect.
Champion, the way of the warrior. Champion eyes. Get back up. My spirit cries.
But you're a well-rounded warrior. You keep on fighting. That's what I am. Well-rounded warrior.
I say for me, I've been passed over my family, my fans, so-called family, some so-called family members, some friends, and etc. Pass over me. They feel that I'm not even there. And I used to accept it as I'm going to prove something to you. Nah. That I have to understand when I get older is what I am. And I have to understand that when I'm moving of a certain space of my life to strive to do better, not that many people are going to understand your vision. Not many people is refused to understand the growth of your vision, of your self-vision. The growth of your vision help some.
You ain't lying.
Sorry, I'm in mute. Yeah, I know. I just seen it. Again, welcome to my channel, Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder. Can y'all hear me? Press one. I'm sorry, I have muted myself by mistake. I was running my mouth. Sheila did you did that was definitely needed, Sheila. Thank you so much. Shout out to Mahogany. You make excellent points. Foot Soldier, day one right there. Brother JB. All right, and my brother James J, day one, right? That's my day one fam right there. I'm gonna read the top. Read this. My life is in God's hands. No matter what, I will explain. You know. Hold on, family. Get this out the way. Okay. You know, before I could tell you know, I appreciate that, Mark. I really appreciate that. It means a lot that you say that because I don't feel appreciated, you know, but it's it's a way. Well, why I got this because I have to understand that if I'm practice righteousness, I have to understand that I gotta walk within God's path. I gotta make sure that my life comes that God is first. I gotta make sure that I know that when you walk in God's ways, not everybody's gonna be nosing you. Nobody's not gonna respect your existence. Nobody's not gonna respect the trials and tribulations that you're going that I've been constantly be saying, but I have to keep on saying it. Nobody's not going to acknowledge the importance of your own humanity and towards others. Entirely, nobody's not going to understand your purpose that you creating God's help. See, let me get at this. I know that you hear people. Now, I could bring it up, because I say in this Sheila's day, and it's going to be a continuation here. So I don't have no problem to, to repeat certain things. It's going to go right in here. Okay. There are some people that know what God detests of, but they still want to disrespect what God present us to live righteousness. And one of it is the family. The family in God's eyes is essential. The man, woman, if you have all daughters, you have all daughters. You have all sons, you have all sons. If it mixed up, still a family. When you get married, you still a family. The real Aaron Khan, salute to you, bro. That's my day one right there. You see that? Because I understand I had to be in God's order. So that means I gotta walk in God's path. Yeah. Facts, Mark. Yeah. But when you preach the truth, that's gonna happen. So when a man understands and a woman understands the sacred of the family, the building of the family, because the building of the family that turn into nations and turn the nations into empire. Do you understand that? Communities. See, this is the thing that we know outside of spaces. We know, no doubt. But we can talk about them a little bit. But I want us to concentrate to really understand in these spaces that there are quite few is going contrary what God has planned for us in our life. Let me say it again. People in this space want to go contrary what God says for their life, but they want to say it about God. There are some people saying that there are some people that they go to church, but you got to accept for who they are, and you have to accept it because that is their lifestyle. No, that is not their lifestyle. That shouldn't be their lifestyle. That's a sin, and that's a detestable. But they're gonna say to the number one grinder and the ones in the chat and some of the ones outside, you don't have no right to tell me how to live my life. And I would say to that, okay, you got it. So don't bring God into this when you do detestable things to yourself, to each other, to your family and people. You don't have no right to use God. You don't have no right to put God in your purpose that that you're not putting him first. Now, there is going to be people. Hold on, family. Let me get this out the way first, family. But you know what, Honeycomb? I see you be saying certain things. The black man they call it, but see, this is the thing about it. We not gonna start that. Oh no, we're not gonna keep talking the black because this is what I'm saying now. See, God want us to be accountable too, but your women have to be accountable too. So when I'm talking about the family, I'm talking about the black man and the black woman. Okay, we're not gonna have that. Oh no. And if it's vice versa, I would say the same thing too that I have in the past. So we're not going to do that. And the ones that is doing that, you need to stay away because there are some women that are doing the same thing too that you're not calling out. Just like Sheila and Mahogany has said certain things, they called out, but the women do like this. So all due respect, Honeycomb, we not going to have that. Because when you do that, that means you gotta be you gotta call all of it out. It's not that I understand what you're saying, but see, that's what I'm saying. You're not really listening. I'm talking about walking God's sight. So that means if I'm walking God's sight, I gotta stay what's wrong. And what you said the black man's head. That is true. So if you see that's what's going on, you need to stray from it. I want to put it on us as human beings, the man and the woman. That's it. We're not going to go back and forth with this. No, we're not. No. Because you actually let me know that I need to put your side. I need to correct these brothers, but some of these sisters is doing something I don't need to correct them. No, that is not God's order. No. We're not going to have none of that. No, I detest that. And also I detest when a black man talk about the black woman all the time and talking about that. I detest that too. So let me put that out. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, family. No, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. You keep up the good work too. I want you to go sub to the brother. He's doing fine work. And we need to big him up too. Everybody in the chat. So we're not gonna have none of that. But get back what I'm saying of my life. Of my parents had installed in me through God that I gotta be accountable. No matter if you have friends, if you have a girlfriend, or you have a wife. Yes, I was married at one time. If they do something wrong, you gotta hold them accountable. Yeah, this is practice. We understand. If that's all it is. They don't get it. None. Nah. You see the thing that there are some people, I'm saying about for me, granted, you should check that, check these, you should check these few people out. Okay, you want me to check? I could hold them accountable. Yeah, I could hold them accountable, hold me accountable. But what about the people that they doing the same thing that you telling me? What's up with that? You do not like that, don't you? That means you being a hypocrite. You heard this. You heard this saying. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. Yeah, you can't. You can't. See, being passionate, because you know what's right, that's how it comes out. You cannot be non-passionate. I don't know what to think. That means you're confused. That means the devil is working through you. No, I'm imperfect, but I have to state what's right. God's eyes. I have to. Men and women, period. T. Price in the building. Salute to you. That's my day one brother right there. That's a good brother right there. Family man. He always talk about basketball sports, but let me tell you something. That brother right there know a whole lot. You need to check him out. You need to check the brother out. Not just saying it. You need to check that brother out. You check out Mahogany out. Because let me explain this to you. And Mahogany and Sheila could tell you, honeycomb. They respect what I do, and I respect what they do. When I come to Mahogany channel, when I know I had the time, what's up, Underrated? How you doing? Why are you not speaking? What's going on? I'm not just making it up. I'm telling as it is. And Mahogany could tell you. Sheila, same thing. Underrated, I want you to get on the panel. Mahogany too. They women. They stand up women. So let's stop playing games here, okay? Not the one. I'm gonna keep this a path. See, I want God to work with me. I want God to change what I need to do. Honeycomb, it's not about you. You trying to make it seem it's about you. It's not about you. That's what I'm saying. Let's get the content. No feelings, okay? No feelings, okay? Listen to the content, okay? Thank you. It's not about you. You know you're a stand-up women. That's it. Okay. And but I is willing to submit to God. Because God had took me to a certain place that was dark. And y'all know what you're talking about because y'all been through it yourselves. And I'm at when I'm at right now. I don't feel good at times. I don't get no sleep. Trust me, I feel worse. We here. Thank you so much. That's another channel you need to check it out. We here. Thanks for shutting me out, brother She, because I didn't get the one that you had me was talking, asked you a question. I just got that to like matter of fact 45 minutes ago. So YouTube is really messing around. But I want to thank you, brothers, for always supporting me. You're supported by families and stuff. Foot soldier too. Foot soldier. Thank you so much. And but I lost my thought, but I get to it though. But there is a way, there is a certain disturbance atmosphere is really happening right here. That people feel they disrespect families, they disrespect the sacred of marriage, they disrespect the brotherhood and the sisterhood. It's a disrespect of diversity. And everything that I'm saying, that's work within God. That's why I want God to put hands on me when I do wrong or I want to be corrected. I want God to put hands on me. I want him to work with me. Morito in the building. Thank you so much for showing up. Want you to go support him too. See, when you put God in your life, when you let God put hands on you, when he guide your path, it's not easy. It's not easy, family. You figure like, I could meet this and everything, but God's not like that. God's merciful. God just wants you to do things his way. There's things that I got into that I couldn't even imagine. But God helped me. But at the same time, I gotta work in harmony with it. That means action. That means verb. I gotta put myself into it. But sometimes it feels not enough, right, family? Yeah, I feel the same way too. I feel the same way. I feel what I'm doing is not enough. But you know what? God don't care. Do whatever you can. Just put him first. And put them hands on you. If you're going through not bad, if a person that don't respect you, yo, what's up, Bruce? Bruce goes in the building. What's going on, fam? Thanks for coming. Appreciate you, Bruce. Let God work through you. I don't. And I know it sounds corny to me. I have to do it. I say certain things in the lie before that, about the food that I got it wrong. Going to correct it. I'm going to correct it. But the sentiment is there. And I might do another one, maybe like in 2 weeks and stuff. Probably to show the food and stuff like that. You never know. So man, inspiration. But I say certain things that need to and everything. But don't worry about it. I'm gonna clear it up. No problem. All right. So watch out for that. But thank you, Bruce. But see, when you do things right, God's happy. God acknowledges it. And the abundance that He gonna give to you, maybe sometimes not gonna come from. Maybe He's not gonna get it when you need it to. But when you get it, He gonna give you what you needed. And sometimes, like, and sometimes, at times, family, when you do what's right and you know it seems like it takes a long time. When it's gonna come, like, and when you think that days will get worse, and then all of a sudden it's wow. Oh, reliable. Thanks for coming. And that's the thing that I want my life to be about. I pray much as I can. The one thing I gotta work on the ones that do not care about the number one grinder. That they don't respect my existence. They want me to go away. Now, I can deal with outside. No doubt. Know what it is, I can deal with it. Ain't no problem. But to me, spaces, they want me to leave. And that's the hard thing. You gotta pray for them. And I know people gonna say, hey, you were stupid. You should pray for them. But if you let God put hands on you, you will understand. Because see, God had to work with them. And when you do that, God recognizes your purpose. He gonna deal with them. They cannot run away from that. They gonna get dealt with. Trust and believe. See, I know I talked to my niece this morning. She called me up, checking on me and everything when my second little brother was married to a mother, and that's my niece, and he said that is my second daughter, so she can send me a second father. So when he's not around, he want me to make sure that I looked out for her. And like I said, my second oldest brother's in hospital right now. It's in pain. And to see your loved one, your blood, even though that we have our little ins and outs, do. But he's supportive, you know? And I miss that, you know? And it be at times that I be in tears. Cause I wish that God can give me some of the pain I can deal with so he could be okay. But he's fighting, you know? See, sometimes I'm talking about good people. When you know what I'm saying, when you know you got these haters, they step on good people. They step on them by conviction. They step on them, they stand for what's right. Sometimes you get weary, yes. But that's when the well-rounded warrior kicking. Now I'm talking about me. Well-rounded warrior from head to toe. I gotta get shielded up. So them haters come and can bounce on poop, 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 poop. And look in the eye. I ain't no punk. I ain't something that you could use me as utility. I'm something to reckon with because God had made me through my late parents. So I have the right to stand up for what's right. I have the right to still fight to be a humanitarian, I have the right to say, if anything that detestable from God, I don't have to be around it. Because God hold that standard through my late parents, through me. And I am not going to walk away from that. And there's going to be some along the way that I'm going to lose subs. If it is, that means you ain't real. Not talking about the ones in the chat. Your ones in the chat, you know what I'm talking about. Not true. I live by myself. I don't need a good woman. This is what I'm saying. Let me read this. In order for a man to be a good warrior, he has need a good woman behind him. So it's vice versa too. Next. I live by myself. I do not have a woman. So so I'm saying, thank you. I appreciate that, Mahogany. Thank you. And Mahogany will make sure I ain't gonna not lose no subs either. But thank you. I appreciate that for the compliment. That really means a lot. See what you fail to understand, Honeycomb. I don't need no woman to find who I am. Again, God, through my parents, God define who I am through my late parents. Because I come from their blood that God put in them. All right? Now, wherever woman that comes in my life, she has a great addition or a helper, yes. But God, I don't need a woman to find who I am. Just as she don't need a man to find who she is. See that? That's God's purpose. Get all that. Not me. I don't know woman to define who I am. I define who I am through God. Forget all that. And I tell any woman that feels the same way, take it as you want it. Not me. Again, I'm letting God put hands on me, so I'm walking first in Him. God knows that I'm doing whatever I can. Walk with Him first. Nah. No man, no woman, no human being do not define who the number one grinder is. That is out. And we have to understand that. We got to have that mindset because a lot of them in these spaces, they consider themselves God. They consider themselves, they don't have to be counsel on and everything. No, no, no. Got me twisted up now. No. I'm in within God arrangement. D Hodge is in the building. What's going on, family? Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. I've been had passion, Honeycomb. Been had passion. When you write, you're going to feel passionate about it because you know God knows. God knows what I made of imperfect. God knows. God's patient. But at the same time, we have to be in the work in progress. We got to put in action. See, what's going on right now, God knows what He direct. In this live right now, like I said that my introduction, the grind to be putting it down for a long time. But if some people don't get it, they just don't get it. Oh well, who cares? And that's the mindset we gotta have, family. When we know what's right, stick with what's right. And it's gonna be people gonna cast stones at you. God gonna take care of that. I'm on God's side. I'm on the righteous side. That's what I want to be because I know what God had done to me in my life. That what I had to suffer in the past of the two deaths back to back in August and in October. And plus a year, I think a week after my younger brother passed, my cousin-in-law, his father passed. Then I had to suffer losses last year, almost back to back. The ex that I was with in New York that carried my son in 2009 for 4.5 months passed away May 4th. Before then, Muhammad's the one. When y'all, I'm gonna do a tribute to him very soon. Y'all gonna get to know. He passed away April 22nd of last year, 5:30. And those are painful. But I have to pray to God about it to help me cope with it. Because when you pray to God, that means that you're being transparent. See, in life, you know what I'm talking about, people. You cannot be transparent to everybody because there are some to try to take advantage of you because they figure they're weak. Thank you so much for Soldier. Thank you so much. You don't know. You don't know how it makes me feel when you say that. Nah, no. Honeycomb, listen. I got God kids. I got a niece I look after. That my second oldest brother. Let her know that I'm the second father. I got a community. I watch out for our young boys and even our young girls in our community. I got a family right there now to take care of. But trust me, my youngest son, that one passed away, little JT, he knows I got him. He knows. I ain't worried about that. That's my man. That's my little man right there. That's my man. And what I ain't worried about that. Because I have to understand how why my son had to go. You know what I'm saying? When that happened, I'm opening up some stuff, family. I'm opening up some stuff that I want you to understand. You know, God, Jehovah, I get it. You know, I'd rather I go so he could live. But to understand, see, that's what us men, we gotta understand. When a woman carry a child, we don't get it. I'm talking to y'all now. I want you to work with me here. When a woman carry a child, when she nourishing that child, when she do whatever you can to save that child, when that child die in the stomach, and she had to go tell her man because she knows I love kids. Do you know what it does to that woman? And at the time, we was not really in a good place. We wasn't. And deal with the disrespect of the nurses. Don't tell, no, that's my man. Yes, his son. He needs to know. I heard it. Later on, I went to tell the ex, when I was with the ex, I ended up telling her when she was living. It's all right. We're going to get through it. I'm sorry. I know that we was getting along. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. But what about you? I said, we're going to get through that. Then, when they did the procedure, whoo, Jehovah, get through this. She said, name him. I said, I'm going to name Lil JT. That's what it is. And we was in the cab. And she hold me, and then it is that certain hold that I was looking for a long time. And all she just said that I'm sorry. She had her head. Much and I'll just rub it. It's all right, Talissa. You won't get through it. She said, I was looking forward to being a mother. I was telling people, I'm gonna get my own, talk to JT. You wanna work at this, gotta be a family. But I have to understand that God had plans too. And as me being the head of the house, I gotta make sure that her sanity is good. As me being raised at your witness, so I believe in God. I do. Because I know Jehovah had helped me. But I had to show leadership to be there for her. Even though I didn't have the outlets for me. So of 2009, at that time, God had to put hands on me. That's why when you hear me speak, when you hear me talk about brothers, we gotta take care of our kids. Sisters, we gotta take care of kids. If the brothers want to be there, if they don't want to be bothered, they don't have to be bothered. Let them take care of the kids. I mean it because I didn't get a chance to. The ex didn't get a chance to. It's not just one day. I don't think about my son, little JT. It had been 12. This past April, I forgot what date. Past April would have been 12. But here we still disrespect families. Here we still want to let people say what they want to say. Here's we. We don't want to get healthy in God's eyes to live a productive life and work and walk in God's ways. Because there are some of us wants to do what we want to do. Because what we want to do is better than God's purpose. I know you see it. I know you do. And I know you feel the same way I do. You're putting riches before God. You're putting sin. All sins are detestable. And you're willing to go do it. You still got some women that wants to go in the men's spaces that talk about men. And you still got men want to talk about women's spaces and talk about women. And that's all they want to do. And we figure that, well, I can say what I want to say. I could do what I want to do. There are some that act this way, are married. They not following what God says. They not following the vows. Now talking about men and women. Don't want to take on responsibility. That's part of God's divine purpose. You know that. Do whatever you can. Be in cleanliness. Part of God's purpose, right? You cannot be clean one side, then the dirty on the other side. You got to try to be clean of whole. Imperfection comes in. Yes. You work on it. Always understand that God wants us to be in a work in progress. When you be in a work in progress, that means you working, you be in His sight. That's why when people go to church, if you hear the people in this space, they go to church. Oh, we accept this person and that person, because God sees them all. No, He don't. No, God don't. No. Stop saying that. A sin is a sin. But this is the thing about, are we willing to learn from that sin and get off that sin to do what's right? Easy to say, hard to do, right? Yes, it is. But it can happen. And we are going to constantly sin because we're imperfect. But long as we in the work in progress, we good. Just keep on working at it. But you got some that is not willing to do. And you know what's affecting? It's the human family. Our thought mindset is not working accordance. It's not order. It's not balance. See, there are some people in the spaces, they deliberately want to be in balance because they do not want to be accountable. Nah, you got to be accountable. You could ride on a train all doggone day. If you don't know what stop you get off, that's on you. But you got to get off that stop to go somewhere, right? Just as some people in here. They want to keep on going and keep on going. They feel they live in a nice house. They feel I'm doing nice things. They feel being creative. Oh yeah, we got very creative in this space. It's very diverse. But at the same time, the question is, they are walking within God's purpose? And then we see, I always say visual never lie, and the answer is no. I don't want to be around anybody that put harm to me, that don't respect my that don't respect I'm part of God's creation, just as y'all are. See, the devil want these people to have arrogance, that they better than you, because they feel their message is better than you. The people that are around is better than you. I get more cash ass more than you. I get more PayPal's better than you. I get more Super Chat better than you. But if you notice, and I'm talking about some, when it be drama, that's when it goes to. So we have to understand that righteousness again. We willing to keep on practice righteousness. It's okay. They get the bontana, they get the toxic abundance on it. But us, we getting it from God. And sometimes when we get from it, it's much more appreciative. And everything what I'm saying so far, it goes to me too, family. I'm a hard critic on myself. I know I am. I know I'm not being respected. It's not I'm complaining about it, but I know what I bring to the table. I know I'm diverse. I know I'm diverse because that's what I am. And I'm willing to learn more. I'm willing to gain knowledge more. So when I learn, I give it back to help others. But you know, we understand outside of space. We get it. Got it. But we know in these spaces, nah. We don't see that. We see them hold on to it, to certain ones. And the ones they giving it to, they don't even deserve it. If y'all can hear me, press 1, please. Anybody that wants to donate, you see it up on the screen. It's Cash App, it's $ capital JT 53000 or PayPal.me / all in caps JT Black 53. If you want to donate, that'd be greatly appreciated. Also, I do have a super chat. If you want to do that, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm not gonna be here long because I know y'all got things to do. And again, I want you to go check out Sheila's live. Very powerful, very essential. And also, she did a video. You need to hear that. That's timeless. We need to hear that. If we said that we believe in God, when God sent people to help us to be in His sight, if we turn it down, that means we turn down God's blessing. That means that we not going to benefit. You hear me? I have to understand that. Because you know why? Because I know the number one grinder, I know I'm a blessing. I know I'm a blessing. No matter what I'm at. And I know there are people in this space trying to make other people, they not a blessing. You know what? You need to get away from it because you are a blessing. Don't let nobody tell you you not a blessing. Man or woman. I'm a blessing. Even though I feel bad, even though I have certain things go around, I want to hurt somebody that I shouldn't. But as long as I follow God, you know what I'm saying? I'm a blessing. My existence does count. Just as your existence does count. But you got to let God put hands on you. God got to come first. God is the author of all things. He's an arranger. God orchestrate. Not no man and women could orchestrate what God had done. Let me say it again. And I'm going to say it in a different way, but in the same context. Only God can orchestrate things. He put men and women to orchestrate. But you know what happened? They are screwing it up. Now, there are some that work in accordance to God's ways. Yes, they orchestrated, and there's just a few around the world doing it. How could this is what I'm saying? How you could follow a political party or two political parties that wants to change somebody's sexes? Yes, I'm going there. But you gotta understand, number one grinder. They want to be the certain way. Well, I'm telling you what God is saying. That's detestable, okay? And they do have programs and things out there that can help them. So you actually let me. So let me talk to the ones that are alternative on this. Let me say. So you talking you. So let me talk about. I ain't gonna say alphabetical. I'm gonna say alternative, living, detestable from God. So what did you tell? So you actually tell the ones that we are willing to walk in God's ways, that we want to be a woman or being a man, and also understand the importance of procreation, the nucleus of the family that God had lay upon. You say there's something wrong with that, right? And I'm addressing it the ones that are eternal living, man or woman. Go, excuse me. Because really hearing these talks from these men and women that so-called go to church. So y'all figure that it's okay that a lesbian or a gay guy, they see something wrong. They're supposed to address a man or woman that are heterosexual, right? That's what you actually saying, right? That you saying that God sent me, right? That you know what the Bible is saying, right? See? I'm glad that you saying that, foot soldier, because I know you be hearing it too. Because she had been in my chats in the past that she be hearing it, and we be talking to each other, and she be saying some things too. So she knows what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. No, I don't go backwards. God do not make us to go backwards. God made us to go forward. His purpose is forward, not backwards. The devil wants us to go backwards. God wants us to go forward. You see the difference? So the mindset, the ways, the mannerism, everything comes into it, goes forward. So we cannot let these people take us backwards. Then you got some women in here that talk down low feminists. Then you got some men that are feminists too. You got some women want to act like a man, and you got men act like a woman. I ain't with it either. I'm with you for soldier. I ain't with it either. But you got some people in the space again. You gotta accept them who they are. No, I don't. If it's not part of God's divine purpose, no. And I'm going to see you in a certain light. I don't want to be around you if you're a black man or a black woman or a woman or man. I don't want to be around you. Yep. All facts right there. Brother Aaron Collins. But see, they always want trying to make it seem, you see what's wrong with the Bible. They always try to, oh, no. You're not going to change the certain force and doctrine that you're trying to put in, because you know what it means? That means the devil into you. So that means that you got to look within yourself and straighten out yourself. When I'm saying, God put hands on you. You gotta let God put hands on you. And now I'm gonna talk to the heterosexual brother. And why do you think some heterosexual brothers don't like churches? Because you put them last. They see how you make some men as being gay. How you can have a gay pastor? I wonder how God feels a tomboy. There's some tomboys, but I'm saying that it's got to be in accordance. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you a girl. This is the thing that there it goes. See, honeycomb. See, you got to work within yourself on that one, because I know there are like, I knew that it was this girl's. Her name is what's it? Tanya. Tanya was her sister. Monique. She was a tom girl, but you know she was a tomboy. But you know she loved boys. She liked boys. She even said, "No, I ain't being with him." Well, one day we sat in the dress. I said, "Man, she got curves on her." I said, She said, "You like that?" I said, "Yeah." Eyes love to talk. Thanks for coming. All right, you being the tomboy, but this the question is, honeycomb. Do you have feminine? Because being a tomboy, that means you're not feminine. Are you being feminine or something like that? Really? You gotta ask the question. Because you know you say some things that I'm just questioning. I'm saying, not just me. Brother Sheep. But when I see one, I said, oh my God, she look good in that dress. I said, how does it feel? I said, I'll be dressing this all the time. I said, I said, boy, you better get out of here. I said, man, Monique, like that. Whew, I should have talked to Monique. She was giving me rhythm too. She's want to give me rhythm too. Always give me a kiss. See, one time, y'all, I didn't mean get to one time she gave me a kiss and a little toss. I said, can I hold you? I was holding her. She took her hands, filled up. I said, oh. She said, "Is what you want?" I said, yeah. Come to find out, she dealt with this guy. Messed up a little bit, but she got herself back together. Lost the baby, you know. Go ahead. Do that. Thank you, Mahogany. Appreciate that. And I didn't follow up, man. I don't know why. Let me see. No, I know why, because she moved. She moved. But she expressed, she said, I like me. Her told me, I like being this way. I like how God made me. I said, you know, oh, you want to get on the panel? You can get if you want to. Let me know, yes or no, Mahogany. If you want to, at first, you know, I don't have no problem switch it, change it up. But it's gotta be women. You got to show up for the panels. Okay, got you. Just give me some time, Mahogany. And but she respect God's creation. She had long hair. I said, wow. She's wearing them jeans. She said, you like that? I said, yes, I do. She said, give me the wink and everything. I said, I want to be yours. So open your mouth, fool. And I thought she was joking. But she actually let me know Okay, well, I love to talk. I think that you should listen to it a little bit. Then, if you still want to come up, you can come up because cheers. Okay, if you could do that, that'd be greatly appreciated. So, let's see. Okay, I got you, Margie. Hold on. So I'm gonna be picky. Yeah, just listen to it a little bit. Then if you still want to come up, I got you. Cause I definitely want women, to come to the panel too. Cause I want to hear the women perspective too. And I did promise Mahogany that, she did promise me. She said, if I'm doing a subject, and then if I'm allowed have be on the panel, she would like to get on it. So I did like this, brother. She too. If you wants to come up, it's up to you too. So let me do this. Okay. Let me hit back. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna mute my mic for a few seconds. Mahogany, I just send the link to you. Watch out for you. I sent to your email just now. Watch out for your link right now. But get back what I was saying is this, that she identified God's creation. And in this space, they don't even want to identify what God had put on this earth for the benefit of his broader purpose, and especially us as human beings, our purpose. So the question that we need to ask ourselves, are we willing to make God to change our priorities, or are we going to follow the human being that it constantly put us in its twisted ways? Now we got the Mahogany roots up in the piece. There you go. How you doing tonight? Finally, you ain't been up here in a while.
Yes. I'm so glad. Thank you so much for inviting or letting me up here.
No problem. No problem.
Well, it's my pleasure. I wanted to,
Go
conversate.
ahead. Go ahead.
I
What you want?
didn't that you were so, I guess not religious, but because I am sort of people accuse me of being religious, but into the Bible as you are. So I'm pleasantly surprised. I don't really talk about religion because it's so kind of controversial, but I am
Mhm.
very much into. I try to live right. We're all human. We all make mistakes, but I try to live right, which is maybe why I don't preach about it because I don't want to. I'm not perfect. I'll say that.
Oh, definitely. We all not purpose. See, I think the thing is that why I did the live, because I want people to know of my life
Uh huh.
that I put God first. And I know how God had take me through trial tribulations. That I've been in trial tribulations? Yeah. Did I make mistakes? Yeah. But I have to understand that, as you know, being a mother, as you know that you always about, because you always preach about family.
Uh
Am
huh.
I correct?
Yes, I do.
You always talk about the man and woman being together. Am I
Yes.
correct?
Yes, sir. I love that. Yes.
Okay then. But see, this is the problem, Mahak. that you one of the few women that talks about it. I said Kristen Cure, she do talks about it too, so I'm gonna put it
Uh-huh.
into
Oh,
she
yes.
do, yeah, she do talk about it, and Sheila.
Uh-huh.
Now there's other ones you gotta let me know, cause that's all I could think of.
Can I say something? I understand what you're saying, but the thing of it is, this is the thing. Everybody's channel, and I know you're probably not going to like what I'm going to say. They have a right to talk about what they want. So you have different
I
types of
get
channel.
I
Uh-huh.
get what you're saying, and you absolutely right. But what I'm saying is this: you say you believe in God, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. If you married or you in a relationship
Hmm.
and you believe in God, that believe in families, and I'm talking about the ones I hear that go in contrary what it's talk about. And I'm talking about what Rob brother he's married to. So I'm saying then we got Ebo Sosa, he's married to with his lovely wife. What I'm saying is that there are people in these spaces say they don't like that. So I'm saying is this, that if you talk about stuff that is contrary, what I'm saying, what Mahogany is saying,
Uh-huh.
you cannot use you can't stop using God. Stop it. Because you're not doing it. You're not doing it. And see, this is the thing that I'm very, very firm on this. I'm very, very firm that if we all about families, the man and the women stick together, all about being with kids and everything, raising our kids together. You hear what I'm saying? No, I am letting her talk. Did I cut you off?
No, no, no. Go ahead. No,
No,
you didn't.
Carla. Oh, because she said I cut you off. I didn't cut her off. She said let her talk. Is she gonna talk? Wow. Well, anyway, but that is the thing. And so when people talk like this, a contrary,
Mhm.
it disagrees to me. Don't bring God to me. And at the same time, again, respect what the person talking about. I'm saying this: if you know the person talk what's right, don't cut that person off because you want to say certain things that you know that is wrong. Now, even I probably don't like some people in
Mhm.
these spaces, but if they willing to keep their family together, if they willing to work to better themselves through God, it's cool. But if you go contrary to that, no, I can't roll with you that way. I can't, because if I'm doing that means I become within the contradicting of myself, and I come to
Mhm.
contradict what God had put His hands on me. I can't do that. There's certain things that you gotta stand up for. And I learned that from my late parents. There are certain things in life
Mhm.
you gotta stand for what's right. You have to, and you're gonna get a whole lot of pushback. But in the long run, it's not like you right, but other people are going to see it and they're going to say, yeah, and they can follow what do what's right. That's all I'm saying.
No, I totally understand. I'll give you an example. And maybe if you give an example too, then cause just to make it clear for people what you're talking about, I can give you an example. So,
Go ahead.
people who that know me know that I support men and women channels, and a lot of them are very vast, very different. Everything from mukbangs to fitness to manosphere, right? Very complete different YouTubers, and often because of that, I get critiqued a lot. But what they don't understand is, as long as they're not doing anything like what you just said that's morally against my belief, I I'm okay. Like, I'm not looking at their content trying to tell them what to do. However, as long as they're not doing anything against my belief. For instance, a YouTuber mentioning that it's okay to abuse anybody, abuse people, um, rape, molestation, anything that's just way out of bounds with me, then I'm okay with. Like, I'm not one of those people that you have to agree with me lock and key, lockstep. I'm not one of those people, but you do have to be morally right. Like, you have to be. I'm not going to support somebody that's up there saying it's okay to hit women, or it's
No, not
okay.
supporting it. Right, exactly.
Right. Like, there's a limit.
Yeah, and
So
just
I
like
understand.
Yeah, just like when somebody said like, "Oh, I'm gonna treat the no, you're not treating mahogany like that. That's wrong. That's
Mhm.
dead wrong." Salute to you, brother. 6 o'clock MMA tomorrow, brother. So watch out for that. And also when women hit men, that's not good either.
No, it's abuse is abuse.
The abuse
So
is abuse, right? Exactly.
right. I actually not to I don't want to take it away,
No, no,
but
go ahead. Speak, speak, speak.
I've gotten very fascinated with just abuse of people with special needs and things like that because it happens so often and it happens with males too. And unfortunately, because males usually tend to be quieter about their abuse and victimization and stuff, a lot of times it just goes unreported. Um, so it's just something that I was thinking. You brought it up, and I was thinking actually about doing more videos about that because it does happen. And then even if it's somebody that is not say special needs category, men are just taught that they shouldn't talk about things, that they shouldn't complain about things. They're just shunned. A lot of their stuff is just shunned and pushed under the rug. Oh, be a man about it. So it's very intriguing to me now that I have a grown man son, one that's 20, about to be 21. Um, it concerns me because I believe that everybody has a right to tell their story.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
anyway,
Nah, I get you. Yeah. But do you hear what happened to me?
no.
Well, I'll put it to you. Well, it's documented in my channel early in the past. Okay, you know, I was. I'm being honest, being transparent. See, this is just what I'm talking about. God's hands being transparent.
Uh-huh.
I was molested by. I'm a molested by a woman when I was 11 years old.
Oh, I think I have heard you talk about that. I
A
know I
little
put
bit.
a little bit. I didn't know the whole story. I knew
Yeah.
you were
So
married and things like that.
she was married, right? And so think about that, family. You're trying to find justice, couldn't get justice. So I
Mhm.
have to, when I got older, I had to say that I had to break the cycle. I had to
And
break
that's
the cycle.
you know what too underrated. That's another thing with boys. So if a grown woman takes advantage of a 16-year-old boy, it is still, unfortunately, we don't look at it as abuse. It is abuse. That child is not a full adult.
Mhm.
Um, and he's being manipulated just as if it would be a girl of underage dealing with a grown man. They're still growing. There's still a lot that they don't understand. And so you have an older person manipulating a child. It is, I don't care the sex of the child, it is what it is. But unfortunately, because our society is just very unfair when it comes to things like that with boys.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, Mahal, because I know you, me and you did talk, and you did. You told me a few months ago that you want to talk about it. It's this like this, and I commend you. Okay, but I will tell you like this: good luck, cause you ain't. You probably get Sheila.
Mm-hmm.
And if you they a lot of women, it's not going to talk about. Not even men willing to talk about it. That's another conversation. But women, they ain't want to speak on that because you know what's going to happen. What about the men? No, we not. We you ain't gonna switch it. See, this is the thing I try to explain to women that when you gonna talk about this, you cannot have nobody change the subject. We gonna stick to the subject. If you cannot deal with it, take yourself out.
Right.
And that's the thing you got to be careful. Not trying to tell you what to do. No. But just keep your eye on it. If when it happen, you gotta handpick. I'm telling you, you gotta handpick them. That one,
Yes.
you have to like, you gotta look at the channel. Oh, I'm not gonna go. You go, ah, but
Oh yeah, and even with that being said, when you're choosing a panel, some people are more verbal than other people, so you got to make sure that you got kind of a balance. That
mm-hmm,
you got because you have people, it's a fact, that will overpower the conversation, and you got to, if you're a host, you've got to. I hate to say it, but keep that person in check and remind them that you are in control, or they will definitely take it and run. And they might not even mean to do it. They just might have a strong personality type. So you got to know your people.
so Mahogany,
Uh-huh.
Now, let me ask you this question. We're gonna get back to the subject too.
Sure, sure.
Now, the times that you be on the panel, becoming this panel, did I ever disrespect you?
Never. Nope.
Did I always give you the utmost respect, right?
Yes.
And the second question, and the other women had been on the panel, the same panel with you where you at right now. Do I ever disrespect them?
No, I've never seen you disrespect anybody,
Okay.
period. But
Okay, now
yeah.
yeah. I'm just talking about women. I'm just talking about.
Uh-huh.
Okay, see, right there, boom, boom. Now, I'm saying this because I do man panels. I do men. Yes, I do. But I also do other issues that I want women to come in, but some of y'all do not want to come in. Look what happened. Mahogany said, "I want the link to come to the panel.
Uh-huh.
She want to talk about." So here you go again. So I don't want any women to be saying, "I don't, you beating up, you just do men's tour. You don't care about women." Mahogany had been on here many times.
Yeah, at least 3, at least, maybe
No, I
more.
said about 4 times.
4, yeah.
It's about the fourth time.
Yeah, about 4
Not
times.
one time that I disrespect. Now I know Mahogany because I know if I disrespect her, she will let me know.
Oh, yes. And not disrespectfully either, because I respect you. I would just tell the truth.
Right, you will tell the truth. But
Mhm.
I just want to put it out there to let the other women know. I don't do that. It's just that for me, if I'm going, I tell some women, you want me to hold men accountable? I don't have no problem with that. No problem. But women, some of your women, I'm gonna hold you accountable too. It seems like y'all don't like it, but it's a fine. So I'm just putting it out there. You see, Mahal. That's what I'm saying. Sheila has been on my panel. I love to talk. She's been on my panel.
Uh-huh.
I Foot Soldier finally been on my panel. They could take. I don't have a problem with women. I want women to come. But that's all I'm going to say.
Can,
But
mhm.
go ahead.
I got 2 things to talk about what you just said.
Go ahead.
So so we were talking about the subject of male abuse or male child abuse and how that happens also. It's not
Mhm.
just women getting abused. And you were just telling me I was going to have a difficult time getting women to talk about it. And I'm going to tell you why that is. What happens, because it's happened to me. I literally have gotten people call me a feminist, and I am absolutely not a feminist. It's funny to me. But what'll happen is, and you know this, brother, is they will see 1 or 2 or 3 shows where you have a certain opinion about a subject, and they will take it as that's what you are, such and such, you're a feminist, da 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 da, because you believe. And it's not even that you might be saying that women are men and are equal. Maybe you're just saying men, because I know I've said men have their role and women have ours, and they're equally important, right, to the family. But they pick and choose. They misunderstand things. The comprehension skills is not there. I'm just be honest, for some people. And then they decide, they put you in a box and say that's who you are. You're a feminist. So they put you in a box, brother, and they say, okay, well, he doesn't like women. But what they need to do is give you a chance and continue to watch the content. The second thing, and I'm not going to be too long winded, I'm going to say how I met you. I found you in the comment section of another YouTuber. And through you, I met 2 other YouTubers. One was Sheed and one was the brother, the Gold Professor.
Mm.
I'm still sub to them both. I don't always show up, every live, but I still listen. I still like the videos. We're not all people got to understand you're doing content that interests you, and if there's a proper way to make a suggestion to somebody. So let's say they want to see Brother Underrated, a little bit more content from you talking about the men instead of talking about the women. What they should do is contact you through email or hit you up in your comments, get in touch with you and say, hey brother, I'd like to request a video to be made. That's the proper way, not try to come on your channel and tell you what to talk about.
I agree on that. That happened to
Yeah.
me too. That happened to me, and I
Mhm.
tell them off. You know what I tell
Yeah,
them? I said, what does the channel say? Underrated
exactly.
Dolphins. Okay, then that's it. Now you can leave.
Exactly.
That's how I handle it. I'm not. And this is the thing. What Mahogany is really talk about is very true. I want you to hear what she just said. that this is where there's ways that you could handle the situation. But again, in these spaces, they don't want to deal with them like that because they feel that they obligated, and then they feel they entitled. No, you're not entitled of another person's um channel. No, you're not.
Hmm.
Even though that may probably say certain things wrong, you're still not entitled. You just see for what, if that person does not fit your criteria of thinking, not to fit your criteria of a certain thing, of a certain positivity that you're looking for, you have a right to leave. You have a right to leave. But when, remember I was talking about the black ball when he was on Shield's panel,
Yes.
and I think that's just the thing that got to be careful, because there are some people they can blackball people for just for the
Yeah.
meanness of it, because they do not like what they say. Now, if they blackball that's why I told people you cannot blackball a person because there are certain things you don't that you disagree on. That's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
That's what people, they push people and they want to push. And I'm a person like this. If you're gonna keep on pushing a certain narrative that is not going nowhere, you push a certain narrative that it just surrounded by selected ones. Yes, I do have a problem with that, because it's supposed to spread out to the masses, not just selected ones. And that's why we into this certain that's why we certain this like that. That's why family is very important, that we gotta be diverse. This space is not diverse enough.
Hmm.
I'm talking about for the good of our people. And there's nothing wrong to be diverse. There's nothing wrong with that. Even especially we know that it's gonna better us as a people. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you diverse going contrary, that is a problem, and it has to be addressed. What do you think what I just said?
No, I do think that diversity, at least far as like opinions, I think that's very much necessary. I was talking about the echo chamber. I think that makes for interesting conversation, but also growth. Um, there was something else I was going to say, but I will say this: when it comes to like African American issues, I talk a lot about Black issues. I've had all kinds of people with all types of train of thought on my channel, like I said. But when I do certain shows, uh, I've done shows where I want a man's point of view. I've done shows. This whole week or this past week, I've done a lot of women's shows because I dedicated that week to women. That's what I want up there. I don't necessarily want to mix the panel up. I want who I want, and that's the thing. I give everybody a time. You have your time. If I'm doing men's talk, then that's what I want to. I want to stick to the topic, and I have every right to do that. But like when I do African American, when I'm talking about Black community issues, I'm not going to lie. I do not allow people from outside of the community to come in and voice their opinion on my channel because, listen, I can't come over to your community and start talking about Asian people or whatever. I can't do that. So you can't do that over here. So I make that clear too. Has it pissed people off? I'm sure it has. I've lost subscribers because of that, but I don't care because it's my channel.
Okay. And I just want to say thank you for the cash app.
Oh, you're welcome, boo. You didn't have to
Thank
say
you.
anything. You didn't have to say anything.
I mean, you get some from mahogany. I'm smiling. See, you see that family? See how God bring goodness in it, beautiful women, and send you. You see what I'm saying? I smiling and everything. I'm
Well,
top of the world and everything. Not this mess.
oh no, I appreciate you and I appreciate the ranch. You, thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Okay, what we gonna do? You know how I do it. I want to thank everybody in the chat. Thanks for your contribution. Please hit the like button and please share this out. And you still want to contribute? There it is. It's dollar sign capital J. I mean dollar sign capital JT 53000. Also PayPal.me / all in caps JT Black 53. If you still want to super chat, that'd be greatly appreciated. Or if you don't have that, because I know sometimes things is hard, at least share this out and sub to me and put some comments on put some comments on the lives that I did in the past that better for the aneurysm and stuff would be better for me. So please put your comments. I want to know how you feel about it because trying to grow this and everything, and then like this. But like I said, please put God first, and please, and this is my testimony that I let God to put hands on me so I could be a winner no matter what level you got. Sometimes you probably not think that I don't have the things that other people have. So what? But you still a winner. You still win. I want you to realize that, family. You are a winner. I'm a winner. The number one grinder. I'm a winner because you know why? Because I let God put hands on me first. So Mahogany, first thing foremost, thank you for blessing the bless the panel and your insight. That is greatly appreciated. It's nice seeing you again. Last remarks, please, and I want you to stay right there and make my last remarks. We're gonna close it out.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for having me.
You're
Um,
welcome.
yeah, underrated. There's so much. I'm trying to, because I could be
Just,
long-winded sometimes. I'm trying to think
no,
of
go ahead,
everything.
go ahead, go. We got go.
Um, like I said, I met you and I met a few other people through you, and I stayed. What I did was I stayed watching. Give people a chance. I just can't emphasize that enough. I also want to give you new YouTubers, and you smaller channels down there. Let me give you some advice. um Always reminding people obviously to like the video, but comments are very important. It pushes the YouTuber up in the algorithm. And also, one thing that I love about the underrated and the group that he has, the Gold Professor Sheila E, they all support each other. But also, something you can do is do what they call a playlist. Do a playlist. You don't ask if you can't make it to the live. Like, I work during the day, so a lot of times I'm on people's channels in the afternoons when I get off. So if you work during the day and you want to social support, play their playlist. Just play their videos, and leave a comment and like the video. Leave a comment and like the video. It's another good way to get them pushed up in the algorithm. We want to see good YouTubers grow. We want to see that. Okay. Anyway, thank you.
Stay right there. And also understand this that I gotta work on the playlist too, so Mahogany. I gotta talk to you about that too.
Okay.
Cause I gotta work on my dang, I got a lot to put on. So I gotta do some category. But I get to that in the near future. But I just wanna let you know that I share my testimony for me that God put hands on me. So I still want to be inspired by God, but I want y'all to have the best, man. Everybody in the chat, I want y'all to have the best. I want the ones, brother, she has a family, and anybody that has a family live alone like me, you deserve the best. But when you have the best, when God put hands on you, you gotta show action. Only you can do what you have to do. That's it. Just do your best. But just be in it, baby. Just be in it. And when you do that, one day, you gonna get so much about this that you don't even know what hit you because you put it first. But you gotta understand though too. When you help somebody, you gotta let the person know that you gotta help too. Let it become an obligation. It has to be urgency. You too, for soldier. It has to be urgency. Now, anybody that is traveling to your destination or home, your traveling groups, greatly appreciate. But sometimes it doesn't happen. Try it by yourself, man or woman. Please take extra precaution. Please, because the climate out there is crazy, and we want nothing to happen to you. Until next time, Thank you. Also, oh yeah, I want you to check out the live that I did earlier. Like I said, I say certain things that is wrong, but it will be cleared up next week. So watch out for it. But I want you to still check it out and everything. Very good and everything. Oh, Sheila, you're back. Um, but I'm getting ready to close this out. Let me ask you, Sheila, do you want to come up? Yes or no? 'Cause I can stay. I can kick in like a few more minutes. Sheila, do you want to come up? Yes or no? Okay. All right. All right. So on behalf of my channel, The Underrated Darkness, the number one grinder. Is anything you want to say? Oh, okay. Um, just understand that you put God first, good things be happening to you. And it's not gonna come when you want to, but it'll come. All right. So on behalf of my channel, again, The Underrated Darkness, you're to the number one grinder. Till next time, this one is Ghost.
Peace, everybody. Bye bye.
Peace.